Thursday afternoon. Let's get straight to it with seeing all your reactions on stories that made it on Twitter and other social media platforms this week. From Embu, Kenyans have gone far and wide to seek justice for the innocent boys who died as a result of police brutality. Now, the policemen were arraigned in court yesterday in Nairobi and presented before Milimani Law Court's magistrate Daniel Ndugi. But what, however, took most of the attention was the end of curfew now slogan that has been trending for most of the day yesterday, with many Kenyans complaining of loss of lives of many since the inception of the curfew, with many voicing their democratic right to being protected by the same people who are now causing havoc to the community. Now, people took to Twitter to air out their opinions, so let's take a look at some of the opinions that you guys actually had on Twitter. So this is the hashtag end curfew now, and this is Honor Pick, who's saying, guys, I do not know how we are going to do it, but we need this curfew in Kenya removed by end of this month of August. We can't continue losing our lives and livelihood to a misguided curfew. Join me in this, share widely, and the hashtag, of course, is end curfew now. Let's take a look at the next tweet. Alright, so this is Rigid at Rigid saying, after the Kia Komabo brothers get justice, we really need to talk about this curfew. We don't need it. Hashtag end curfew now. Of course, that was yesterday. And the slogan right now is hashtag end curfew now. Let's take a look at the next story. So content creator Kabi Lami has quickly conquered the hearts of internet users. Now, the young Senegalese influencer is now the second creator to accumulate over 100 million followers on the platform, a significant accomplishment, as it's even more than the sultry Bella Poach, one of the emblematic figures on TikTok accounts, with a few words and just some meaningful hand movements which have become his signature. Kabilame, real name who is Kabane, has quickly become one of the sensations on TikTok. Now, meteoric and unexpected career path for this young man of 21 years living in Chivasso, Italy, whose posts now directly reach more than 101 million subscribers on the platform, as TikTok emphasizes it's nothing short of sensational, since this feature was achieved in only 17 months of being on the platform. Congratulations to you. Only being 17 months in the game, that is such a big achievement. Let's take a look at some of the congratulatory messages you guys actually dropped on Twitter. So this is Wale Adetona saying, TikTok influencer Kabi Lame just clinched 100 million followers on TikTok without saying a word. And he puts his hands up for the guy, saying, congratulations, the Gen Z Mr. Bean. All right, that's some big honors right there, being compared to Mr. Bean. Let's take a look at the next tweet. All right, so this is BBC Africa, who actually came up with the news saying, congratulations to Senegal-born Kabi Lame, who's become the first TikTok creator in Europe and only the second in the world to hit 100 million followers on TikTok. What's your favorite sketch by Kabi? And that's a question that was going to everybody following BBC Africa on Twitter. Congratulations to you, Kabi. I just wish I had as many followers as you do, but ipo siku. Let's take a look at the next story. So the Afghan government collapsed after the Taliban entered Kabul on Sunday. Evacuations of international diplomats and civilians have been underway at the international airport in the capital. Now, the Taliban fighters took charge of the president's desk after the president fled and now have the Afghanistan government under their control. Now, the Taliban were captured enjoying the palace's facilities like the gym and the amusement parks as well. But also on a sad note, some civilians were caught flocking on planes trying to escape, and some even falling off the wings of the aircraft. Let's take a look at some of the videos before we talk about the tweets.
Da Kandahar Airport Airport namni Kumandani Academy headquarter Razakini.
That has been the trendiest story so far on Twitter. Let's take a look at some of your tweets and what you actually thought about those videos and about what's been happening in Afghanistan. Alright, so this is Ian Bremer saying, women protesting against the Taliban in Kabul asking for political and social rights. What extraordinary bravery looks like. Let's take a look at the next tweet. Alright, so this is Chris West saying, former U.S. defense officials in contact with American commanders in Kabul tells Brett Bayer Taliban have ring outside airport and won't let anyone inside. 82nd Airborne securing airport. Big issues is no people outside of Taliban ring will get in. Alright, so let's take a look at the next story. Now, a Georgia grand jury has inducted Silenta, the rapper famously known for the hit Watch Me. Now, Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene, in the shooting death of his cousin. Now, according to the legal documents obtained by TMZ, Silenta is facing 4 felony charges in connection to the fatal shooting. Now, including 1 count of malice murder and 1 count of a felony murder. Now, Silenta, who is 23, was also charged with aggravated assault and gun possession during the commission of the felony. The artist was arrested back in February for allegedly murdering his cousin, 34-year-old Frederick Rooks. Now, the shooting happened on a DeKalb County street in January. Now, the artist team is claiming that the rapper is innocent. Let's take a look at some of the tweets. Alright, so this is a post from the Shade Room who actually gave us this story, and it is saying, and it is updating us saying Silenta indicted for murder in Georgia in connection to cousin's fatal shooting. And that is the picture of the rapper. So sad. Let's take a look at the next tweet, or the next post rather. Alright, so this is my mixtapes, of course, the blog saying Whip Nene star Silenta has been indicted on 4 felony charges, including the murder of his cousin. And I'm just here wondering, why would you just go to the point or the extent of killing your cousin? It's never that serious. Let's take a look at the next story, which is the final story before we go to sneak peek. Now, President Kenyatta announced cash rewards of 1 million shillings, 750,000 and 500,000 for gold, silver and bronze medalists respectively. Now, the head of state further announced a uniform token of 200,000 for all athletes and officials, including the Paralympics team participating in delayed summer games. Now, the president thanked the Olympians for their outstanding performances that saw Kenya top the African medal chart and challenged the sporting fraternity to ensure that the country continues to excel on the global stage. Now, this gestures come days after Kenyans on Twitter complained that the government seemed to have neglected the African champs upon their return. Now, many Kenyans compared their reception to that of Ugandan's athletes who were received in a convoy of cars sent by President Yoweri Museveni. Now, he also announced that all the medalists would get a new car plus a monthly salary and a promotion for those in the security forces. President Kenyatta's reward is a standard token given to Kenya's medalist but topped it with a 200,000 shillings bonus for all participants. Now, the country had filed a total of 85 participants, 37 men, 48 women, and this means that President Kenyatta has planned a 17 million kitty for the reward of the Kenyan champs. Guys, that has been it. It's always a pleasure informing you what's happening on this internet streets. We will go on a break, but before we do that, please check out a sneak peek.
But there is more to life than partying. Come on!
On Sneak Peek today, we look at afterlife of the party. A young woman who just wants to party all her problems away. However, during her 25th birthday, Cassie celebrates a little too much and ends up dead in a bathroom. To her surprise, she's given a second chance to right her wrongs on earth by reconnecting with her loved ones, and most importantly, prove that she's worthy enough to get into the big VIP room in the sky. The new comedy from Netflix will premiere on September 2nd, 2021. Be sure to add this one to your queue, as it will be a fun movie with a great life lesson. Alright, that was Sneak Peek. We are going on a break to pay these bills, but we'll be right back.